Details of how the greenhouse layer actually works. So here, remember that a few kinds of greenhouse gases are water vapor, that is, when it's in its gaseous form. So that's H2O, and then also carbon dioxide, or CO2, and methane gas, which is CH4. And here's what they look like over here. So remember, again, back to basics, is the whole point of greenhouse gases is that they're special gases that the energy from the sun, or the heat coming from the sun, is able to pass through these gases, is able to pass through this greenhouse gas layer, and is able to heat up the earth. And then when the heat or energy is released from the earth, when it's released up towards the atmosphere, these greenhouse gases are able to interact with that energy or heat. And all of this energy that's being released from the earth is able to be absorbed by these greenhouse gases. So that's what I'm showing here, is that here's one piece of energy being released from the earth, and this water vapor is able to absorb that energy and then release it in different directions. So some of that energy is going up out to space, but some of that energy is coming back down to Earth. Same thing with carbon dioxide, is that the energy that is released from the Earth is absorbed by the carbon dioxide. Some of that energy will go up out to space, and some will come back down to Earth. And then the last example is our methane gas, CH4. So yes, again, the energy released from the earth is absorbed by that methane gas, and some of the energy goes out to space, and some of the energy comes back down. So again, remember back to that model where we didn't have this layer, where we didn't have the greenhouse effect, and all the energy that comes in is able to be released by the earth, and it would just all go out into space. And as I've said a few times, that if that happens, we don't have a greenhouse effect, then it's actually too cold here on planet Earth for life as we know it. So it's because of all of these greenhouse gases that are able to absorb the heat coming out of the Earth and then reflect some of that, not all of it, but some of it back down to the Earth, that increases the temperature of the Earth to a climate that we're all able to live in and grow food and do all the great things that we're able to do. So these, again, the greenhouse gases are special for their ability to let sunlight through, but then to kind of trap the heat that's released from the earth and reflect some of it back down to Earth.